You see a medic with bright eyes, a kind smile, and a sort of maternal air about her. She doesn't even wait for your introduction, greeting you cheerfully.
Oh, my. Hello there. A fresh face. Here to see the doctor, are ya? Well, look no further. I might look like any old Jane, but I'll have you know that you are looking at a truly top-notch medical professional, and the only one around for miles. Whether you've got a tummy ache or a life-threatening ulcer, I'm your gal.
She pauses, looking you up and down, hopefully.
Do you have a life-threatening ulcer?
You've never seen anyone more disappointed to hear of your good health.
Aw, heck. I do get my hopes up, you know. One of these days, someone is gonna bust through that door bleeding from orifices, natural and contrived, and boy, oh boy, what a red-letter afternoon that'll be. As do I. I understand they're quite painful. Then again, if you ever find that it is you, if by some misadventure or chance you find yourself in possession of said acidic incubus, I hope you know you can come to me. I would know exactly what to do. I would have a very good approximation of exactly what to do. Yes, basically. Anyway, what can I do for you today? If not an ulcer. Oh, just dating. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, no, not at all. Not impress me. I just was so hoping you'd at least need gauze, or sutures, or skin staples. Have you seen those? Talk about a cool toy. Anything that you might need, hydrocortisone, non-latex gloves, even a simple pen, that, darling lacerated one, will be duck soup. Zounds. Something is drawing my eye. My metasenses are tingling. Better let me take a look at that wound of yours. You sneaky little sufferer. Thought you could slide one by me under cover of a metacarpals, eh? Just to double check, you don't need an injection or two. Take it from me, dear, you're better off safe than sorry. After all, if there's any sign of rash, you won't know it's there unless we do a thorough examination. And even then, well, I'm afraid there's always a chance for scarlet fever. Once more, onto the exams.
Farya looks you up and down, tapping her chin as she considers you from every angle.
Exactly what I thought. No need to be anxious. We caught it just in time. You do indeed possess a splinter. But it's not just any old splinter, dear. What you have is a deep, deep splinter. Plenty of tender flesh open to infection, just waiting for those little microbial monsters to set in. Do you know what that means? Yes, I did. I did give you the answer on that one, didn't I? Oopsie daisy. But can you think of a circumstance under which an infection would be a good thing? I hadn't thought of that. What an excellent point! But aside from the not being dead yet thing, infections, we can agree, are generally not indicators of good health, correct? And how? And that's just the beginning. Because once the infection's done a number on you, and your poor, beleaguered immune system staggers back onto the field of battle for another round with the enemy, you watch helplessly as your body swells and burns and turns all different shades of red, pink, and yellow, and the true engine of the enemy rolls up to the line. Gangrene. And before you know it, we'll have to amputate entirely. Do you? Ah, I see. So you would rather wait and see. Allow the infection to spread under its epidermal shield until the enemy has a non-dislodgeable foothold in your precious body and you can no longer ignore the signs and symptoms. We'll just let it progress then. However, once it's bad enough, my poor new friend, I'm afraid the whole appendage will have to come off, preventing spread and all. I'm sad to say we lose many a good limb to splinters every year. not really my field, I have to say. But I know how many amputations I've had to perform because someone got careless moving the milk crate. Ah, yes, I do know about the body. The bottom line is, you have got to stay vigilant. The world's a scary place, and your body is a fragile, fragile thing. One wrong move, and you can throw it into total and utter chaos. A veritable breeding ground for every bomb, dick, and hairy slate of diseases ready to eat you whole. You never know what the seemingly tiniest, laughable symptom can mean. For example, got a case of bad breath? Maybe you just ate a sandwich with too many onions. Or your breath stinks like a dead fish on a hot Sunday because you've managed to develop halitosis as a result of the toxic substances in your body not being filtered out properly because your liver is failing. You can never be too careful. And when something does go wrong, well, it's my job to make sure you're all fixed up. And I'll have you know, I take my job very, very seriously. A doctor's duty is to keep their patients alive and kicking. That's a big responsibility. So you can bet your behind I make sure to cross all my T's and dot all my I's. Sometimes even twice. When there is no more sickness. Horse feathers. Girl, female, not boy. Oh, you were expressing consternation. Frustration. Got it. Anywho, it doesn't look like you've got any type of rash after all. Just that splinter looking awful uncomfortable there. Let's get that taken care of. And then presto, you're all patched up. There you go. Good as new. And if you do develop any plague-like symptoms, well, that's what I'm here for. You'd better. I'll keep the tissues ready. Medical professional Farya is always just a sniff, sneeze, and groan of discomfort away. Hello, hello. How nice to see you again. I do hope that wound is healing up nicely. You've interrupted me in media res, so to speak. I just got in a brand new shipment of bandages, so I'm taking a study break to organize everything. Thrilled to hear it. Remember to keep it clean and dry and change the dressing once every 24 hours. Or is it 36 hours? Oh, heck, for some reason I always forget that. Let me just check in my textbook and I'll give you the correct information. This beautiful and weighted thing is my textbook. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I love it very much. I study every single day and I have my big test coming up soon. In fact, might I ask you a favor? Would you be willing to help me study? Perhaps, despite appearances. I'm a bit nervous. I could really use some support. I really appreciate this. So very much. You're helping me realize my greatest dream.
Farya hands you a piece of paper with an anatomical drawing of a skeleton on it.
Here, take this page from my book. You can get familiar with the answers you'll need to quiz me on. If you need help reading, they will appear in that newfangled data dex Phoenicia has been telling me about. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you again soon. Huh. Oddly, I don't even care if you're injured when you come back. How interesting. Until later, friend. Oh, hi there. Welcome back. Wounds? Injuries? In addition to bandages, I now have ointments. Aw, heck. I mean, well, I suppose it's good you're not expiring. Finding that I would miss you, weirdly. Not weird. Whoopsies, not weirdly. You're excellent and fully missable. I just usually don't miss anyone. Oh, except for this one armoire I knew who managed to take an honest-to-goodness axe through one of his doors. That was a fun surgery. So then, how are we feeling today? This is the traditional question that doctors ask, you know. I'm practicing. I thought so. My medi-senses were going absolutely bananas looking at you and expertly reading all the signs and symptoms, and I just knew it. This person is tired. zombie. Oh my textbook has definitely not covered what to do in the event of zombie. I imagine I'll have to impale you with some kind of stick, wood, or maybe a fireplace poker. This is all hypothetical, of course, because you're not a zombie. No. No, of course not. If you were a zombie, you'd be dead, so there wouldn't really be any need for me, as my primary function is the treatment and management of the living. My desire to see a zombie would be more a personal rather than a professional curiosity. And I don't have time for personal curiosities right now. Too much studying to do. So we will get you some rest and some good nutrition, and presto, you will be A-okay. I have no doubt. And it will be in some small part because of the excellent medical care you have received with medical professional soon-to-be Dr. Farya. On that note, I've got my page ready for you.
Farya hands you another page from her textbook.
Thanks for your help.
When Rebel walks in on you this time, they seem to be unaware of your presence.
Well, if it isn't my favorite patient, and no, I don't say that to everyone, it is the absolute eel's ankles that you're here. I have a confession to make. I have spent the time in between the last time I saw you and right this precise moment worried down to my very bones about your health. I'll tell you soon, I promise. Just answer this question for me. Do you have any of the following symptoms? I've read all about it in this book. It's so passé, diseases that are out of vogue. I've been so enjoying my studying for the test, and I'm just so ready and excited to be a real doctor that I decided to do a little extracurricular work. As you might imagine, I don't have a library card or anything, so when I saw this book and saw diseases in the title, I thought, well, bee's knees, that's for me. It's been giving me the heebie-jeebies for the longest time now, but I have to know what I'm talking about if I'm going to be a true healer. Oh my, I'm quite tired, actually. I do have another page for you, but I think I'll maybe give it to you and then I'll just go and rest. It is exhausting carrying this much.
Farya hands you another page, one hand held delicately to her brow as she wanders away.
You're here! Oh, good! Well, after the fiasco I put us through last time, I have buckled down and I've been studying like a squirrel. Diligently, of course. Ever seen a squirrel tucking away nuts for the winter? Imagine that level of industry applied to the medical school admissions test, and whammo! There's me. The long and short of it is that I simply don't have time to chat today. A bit more brushing up to do, and then I'll be ready for our Cracker Jack quiz night.
Farya pulls out a small stack of textbook pages, waving them at you as she speaks.
I know it's a lot, but here. And if you think these 3 pages are heavy, imagine how much all the knowledge I've crammed into my lid weighs. I'd bet I weigh as much as a tool chest right now with all this information.
Farya hands you each page, one after the other, handling them as carefully as though they were ancient sacred texts.
And this one, and last. I really appreciate your help with this. The next time I see you, I'll be ready to be grilled. Not literally grilled, of course. That would be very painful. Oh, and definitely not helpful either. I can't imagine grilling would help me to do better on the test. Or maybe it would? Oh, dearie me. Do you think it would? Should we try that? Okay, back to it. Onwards and upwards. It's time. Oh my goodness, I am so ready. If we were in a hospital, I'd be the surgeon with my hands all washed and gloved and my scrubs on, and the patient comfortably unconscious before me. I guess in this scenario, you'd be the patient? Except you're conscious, so maybe not. Oh, and on the subject of consciousness, you're going to ask me questions from the pages that I gave you, and I'm going to give you the answers. Your job will be to tell me whether my answer is right or wrong. Of course, I hope I get them all right, but you know how nerves and excitement can play with one's mind. I'm sure I'll make mistakes. Please tell me when I do. That's the only way I can get better, and I have to always be getting better if I want to be Dr. Farya. Oh, even saying that brings a smile to my face and a song to my heart. Okay, enough romanticizing. On to the work. Oh, goodness, I'm so excited I can hardly sit still. Let's begin. Quiz me. Oh, elementary. 206. Excellent. Next question. That's obvious. You splint at the site of the fracture. Oh, no. This is all going horribly wrong. I hope the next question is simple. Ah, this one sounds simple. It's amputate, bind, compress. Well, which one is it? That sounds familiar. Next, always next. Symptoms, of course. Not quite. What would the other ways be? Signs and symptoms, of course. Almost done here. What do you have left? God's alive. Do I remember this one? I believe that it is true. The world of medicine is full of surprises. Feeling good now. I think I've got this on lock. What is the last question? Excellent. For brain surgery? Well, I suppose I would have to agree. It is perfectly natural to perform brain surgery on an awake patient. Of course it is! My studying was not for naught. Those were all the questions, no? Thank you for helping me to study. I'm confident I will do well. Come by next time and hopefully I'll have news to share. You're here! I passed! My test! I got the results back! In fact, I more than passed. I aced it! I got every single question right! I got a special letter from the examiners that they've rarely been so impressed with a candidate or excited about one's future as a physician! Can you believe that? You helped me, you know. I couldn't have done this without you. I couldn't ever ask for a better study partner than you. Or even a better friend. I am so splendiferously grateful to you. Name it. Anything. You want to take me on a date? Oh my. I'd love that. There's a wonderful new type of wound closure system that uses spider silk. Maybe we could open a bottle of hydrogen peroxide? Just for that intoxicating scent, and I can show it to you? Oh, don't worry, I would never hurt you. Hippocratic Oath. Oh, also because I like you. Also that. Doctor ordered. Oh, well, hello there. Are you back for another date? I sure hope so. I trust we've both recovered from our last one, and I have some new things I'd like to try. Wonderful. Maybe we can study a little bit first to set the mood. Great! Let me just go get my stethoscope. I'll be right back. Oh, well, hello there. Are you back for another date? I sure hope so. I trust we've both recovered from our last one, and I have some new things I'd like to try. Really? Well, ain't that the moose's amusement? It's a pip and a doodle, my friend. So, I'm truly getting realized. You'd like to take this humble... Okay, not so humble doctor-to-be and transform her into a human being? Like the great Dr. Frank Furterstein and his miraculous living bun? Wonderful! Splendiferous! Dumb, diggity, delightful! I'm in. We can do this now, yes? I'm always ready for a life-altering procedure.
Bring Farya to life! Clear!
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a first aid kit becomes...
Yay! Great gallivanting geese! Look at me! I'm gonna cure so many diseases with this spectacular skin and bone setup! Oh, really? Well, you know me, I am always on board for learning. Especially if the experimentation involves bodily fluids. There is just something so illuminating about fluid function, don't you think? Well, I hope you're prepared, because now that I'm human, I can do a whole lot more. I am so ready to learn about all the new skills available to me. You do make a delicious lab partner.
Farya's exuberance proved to be the perfect lubricant, speaking of fluid, for a pleasurable, lengthy, and educational evening. The next morning, she jetted off to begin her brand new life. In an event that will come as a surprise to no one, Farya marched right up to the recruitment officer of the local medical center and sat in the recruitment office until they gave her a job.
None of us really know just how amazing I will turn out to be, so let's get me into scrubs and see.
Also, unsurprisingly, although it took 6 full days for the human resources staff to relent and hire this fresh graduate with no experience, Farya was smiling, studying, and ebulliently greeting everyone within arm's reach the entire time. She was just tickled pink to be, at last, in the human resources department. Farya remains an enthusiastic fixture at your local medical center. She's working her way through the clinical portions of her medical education, and like anyone in that situation, is exhausted and stressed out most of the time. But her attitude remains optimistic and helpful. There's nowhere else she'd rather be. Whenever she can, Farya comes over for extended study sessions at the house. These are usually quite focused, as a great quantity of work must be done. But they almost always end with Farya's sleepy head on your shoulder.